Today, we're diving into a story that is just incredibly inspiring. And honestly, it's a super practical roadmap too. We're looking at a woman named Toby, who, by the way, was just 3 weeks shy of her 73rd birthday when she started. She built a thriving, monetized digital presence literally from scratch. So if you've ever felt intimidated by the barrier to entry online, or maybe you thought the window for sharing your voice had already closed, well, this explainer is absolutely going to change your perspective. Okay, let's jump right into this powerful realization from Toby. You see, she had recently moved back home to Long Island, and she was really searching for something to anchor her. She needed a new sense of purpose. And she recognized this feeling of invisibility that often comes with getting older. But here's the thing. She made a very conscious decision that she was not ready to slow down or just fade into the background. She wanted a community, she wanted a reason to stay visible, and the path she chose to do that? YouTube. Section 1. The call to visibility. Finding purpose. Now, what is truly wild here is how fast her channel, Simply Retired, actually took off. Look at this timeline. January 29th, she hits published for the very first time. By March 13th, she strikes a major chord with the algorithm, and then by March 25th, we're talking less than 2 months from her very first upload, she gets accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. I mean, this completely shatters the myth that you have to grind for years in total obscurity just to find an audience. So the real turning point was her 13th upload, and ironically enough, it was published on Friday the 13th, which turned out to be incredibly lucky for her. The video was titled 9 Items I Cut from My Budget to Thrive in Retirement, and it just unexpectedly went viral. Almost overnight, Toby wasn't speaking into the void anymore. She suddenly had this massive, engaged community that was super eager to hear her talk about mindful living, simplifying, and self-care. But, getting to that viral moment wasn't just as simple as hitting record. Section 2. Overcoming camera fear. Facing the lens. Now, it is absolutely crucial to understand that Toby was terrified. I mean, for a year and a half, she just watched videos, completely paralyzed by the thought of actually making one. And it wasn't even the tech that scared her the most. It was the raw vulnerability of putting her aging face on camera. She was dealing with a very real, totally relatable fear of aging and just being self-conscious about her appearance. She knew she had to do some serious internal work before she ever hit publish. And this right here is where it gets brilliant. She designed her own kind of scrappy exposure therapy to get over that fear. Every single day in January, she did these exercises. No fancy gear, she literally balanced her iPhone on yoga blocks. First, she'd hit record and just sit in silence for a minute, letting the camera look at her. Then, she leveled up to reading her own emails out loud to the lens. Next, she started reading paragraphs from books. But the most important part, she forced herself to watch the playback. She methodically desensitized herself to seeing her own face on screen. So, when it was finally time to record her first real video about moving back to Long Island, she followed the best advice out there. Just do it. Perfect frame composition? Forget it. Editing skills? None. She literally left all the ums right in the video. Even her early thumbnails were just basic screen grabs. She simply turned on the camera, spoke straight from the heart, and hit publish. It's just amazing proof that taking action and being authentic matters so much more than having everything technically perfect. Section 3. The no-budget setup. Simple equipment. We often hold ourselves back because we think we need to drop thousands of dollars to start creating online. We totally buy into this tech myth of needing 4K cameras, $299 Final Cut Pro software, and massive, expensive ring lights. But Toby shattered that. Her reality proves that you can use the most basic tools, stuff you probably already have lying around, and make highly successful content. Let's actually break down her gear, because this is great. She uses a totally standard iPhone 16, not even the Pro model. For editing, she uses Mac iMovie, which is 100% free. She did invest a little bit in audio, picking up a Hollyland Lark A1 wireless mic, but that only set her back about $40. For mounts, a cheap Hako selfie stick, and a basic Manfrotto tabletop tripod, which she just props up on those yoga blocks or some books when she needs it higher. And her lighting? $0. She just sits right by a window or out on her patio. That is the whole shebang. And Toby's exact words on this should be a massive relief for anyone watching. She said, "The benefits for us is that it takes almost no investment. The costs are extremely low and they never have to get high." If you've been hesitant to start because of money, let that sink in. You can scale your audience without ever scaling your expenses. Section 4. The reward of staying visible. The ultimate payoff? Over 7,000. That's how many subscribers Toby reached in this incredibly short window of time. And she did it simply by staying true to her interests and treating that little camera lens like it was an actual human being sitting across from her. She built an audience of people who actively want to hear what she has to say. And by staying visible, she was actually rewarded financially too. Because she hit those partner program metrics so fast, she created a brand new tangible income stream for her retirement. Look at these numbers. Over $760 in March and over $640 in April. Now sure, YouTube pay definitely fluctuates based on a lot of factors, but this is a real financial reward for virtually zero overhead. But beyond the paycheck, Toby got exactly what she set out to find in the first place. She successfully grounded herself during a huge life transition. She built this vibrant, supportive community to chat with down in the comments. And honestly, most importantly, she proved that older generations have accumulated this deep wisdom, and that perspective is incredibly powerful and highly sought after online. So I want to leave you with this thought to mull over today. If a 72-year-old can push past the deep, raw vulnerability of aging on camera, if she can balance an iPhone on some yoga blocks and build a monetized community in a matter of weeks, well, what's holding you back? You have a lifetime of wisdom, the tools are essentially free, the global audience is waiting, and your unique voice absolutely matters. So why not turn on the camera, hit record, and just see what happens?
As always, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and comment below.
Yeah, leave us your thoughts.
Let us know what you think.
And don't forget to check out the links in the description. You might find some useful stuff there. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.